Hi everybody, welcome to the introduction video that we are doing for River class. I just want to get my screen up and running so that you can all see. There we go. Okay, I just want to close that window for you. My name is Mrs. I, and I'd like to welcome you to the presentation that we're doing to let you know what we'll be doing in River class. My full name is Mrs. Iwanu, but it's a bit difficult to say. So the children will call me Mrs. I, which is a lot easier for them and easier for the staff too. So we're looking forward to having all your children in year one, and I'm looking forward to developing relationships with you and the children and working together to get them where they need to be. The first slide is just a video, a picture of all the people in our classroom, the adults that will be there. There'll be me, Mrs. I. Oh, sorry, let me go back. I've jumped. There we go. It's me, Mrs. I, and then alongside teaching with me will be Miss Dobbin. When Miss Dobbin and I are out of the classroom and we are doing PPA or planning or have other meetings, we'll have Miss Newman, who the children you will know from reception, and Miss Whitman, who will be helping her in the classroom. At the beginning of the year, last year was different because we had staggered times because of COVID. Things have changed this year because COVID the restrictions have been lifted. So again, we've gone back to a more normal schedule. So starting time for our children will be at 8:40. The doors will close at 8:55. If you are late, you'll have to take your child round to reception, and then they will then bring them into the classroom. The entrance to our classroom is on the Key Stage 1 playground. We will put up a sign, or you will see me standing there so that you know where to go. And this is a picture of what it will look like. To get to the Key Stage 1 playground, you will go not through the reception gate. You will go around to where the child center is, and you will come in that little gate over there. School for the children will end at 5:15, and again, you will collect them from the Key Stage 1 playground at the classroom door. When you see us in the morning, there will be myself, and there will be Ms. Dobbin will be there, or Mrs. Newman, and whichever adults are in the classroom for that day, you will see us in the morning. If you have anything that you would like to speak to us about or ask us, please feel free to come up to either one of us, and we're happy to discuss things with you. If it is going to take a bit longer, we'll obviously just set up a different time to chat to you. But if it's something quick, then you can definitely grab us there. Snack. In year one, the same as reception, we have what we call a rolling snack. So the snack will be available, but I keep skipping slides. Sorry. What we will do is we do have different varieties of snack available. There is snack available for all the children in the class. Could I ask you to please send a water bottle clearly labeled, filled with water for your children every single day? It is something that we ask them to do quite often, is to get their water bottles and have a sip of water. No children is forced to have snack. We do encourage them to have snack because it is important that they eat during the day and before lunch. Lunchtime. Last year, the children, towards the end of the year, your children would have gone into the hall and they would have practiced a normal dinner lunch where they went in and they got their trays and they went and sat at the table. That will be carrying on this term. So we will take the children up to the dinner hall. They will have their lunch there and they will come back to the classroom afterwards. Could I just ask you that due to allergies, their children are not allowed to bring the following items to school if they're having a packed lunch. No nuts, no sesame seeds, no chickpeas, and that includes hummus, please, no fizzy drinks, and no chocolate. Sometimes the children have bought chocolate that is in there, like a chocolate chip biscuit or something like that, and we've had to then take them from the children, return it at lunchtime because it does have chocolate in it, and that is because of allergies. Can you please, in their lunchbox, if they're doing a packed lunch, just put a little juice or a fruit shoot or some water in addition to the water bottle that you will that they'll be bringing to school. And that would be most helpful. Thank you. Water bottles. I have mentioned it before. Could I ask you to please ensure that you send a water bottle with your child to school every single day, and please make sure that it is labeled. What will happen is the children will come in the morning, they will choose their lunches, they'll do self-registration, they put their water bottles at the back of the classroom where they are accessible during the day. And when they are running around on the playground, they do get quite thirsty. So it just makes it easier for us because we don't have extra water bottles and things in the classroom. So please could you ensure that you do send them to school every day. If they run out of water because I've skipped a slide again, sorry. If they run out of water, it's absolutely fine. We are very happy to just fill it up for them again. So we do encourage them to drink water. PE kits. Their PE kits are obviously their colored t-shirts, the same as that they had last year for the houses that they're in, a pair of PE shorts, or you could get track pants or a top. You could have pumsoles or trainers. What we do is we have PE every single Monday. What we are going to be doing, which is the same as last year, is that you please send your child to school wearing their PE kit, please. Could I ask that everything is labeled, that names are on everything? If the names start to fade, please could I ask you just to put the names back on. What we're going to be doing is, you're familiar with the reading journal. We carry on with the reading journal in year 1. It carries on throughout the whole school. So what we'll do is we will stick this bingo sheet into the front of their reading journal, and you choose what activity you would like to do with them and get them to choose maybe. So there are different things, and we encourage you to please try and do one a week, because they do get the opportunity to share their reading journal with the children in the class, with the person sitting next to them. So that is something that is important. If they are writing something on a piece of paper, you just get them to date it, or you date it, and write the title so that we know what it is all about, so that they're able to best share their work with us. Home learning. What we do is, every home learning will be set on the Google Classroom. What we'll do is, again, we do a bingo sheet with different activities on all the different subjects that the children do and they cover in the curriculum, and we'll give you ideas for you to do with them. We update that every half term, depending on what we're learning in class at the moment. And there's a range of activities for the children to choose from. Again, this is not an activity where we expect you to do one every day. If you do one once a week, that's amazing. And they can pick and choose, and you can share it with us. What you can do is, if you've got photos or anything, you can email them to us, or the children can bring the things in that they have made at home from their home learning. What we will do is, we will aim to have this term's home learning, half-term learning, updated by the end of this week. We will update that regularly, and it will be on the Google Classroom for you to see. On the Google Classroom, that is our means of communication with you and just to share your child's learning. You have seen this before. If you have been at Leavesden, new parents, it is something that we will go through with you. This is where we post photos of their learning, what they've been doing in class. We take photos of their books, their learning, what they've been doing inside and outside, and we share it. It's also a place where we share information with you, and that goes up once a week. So in our class, what I do is I take photos of different things that we've done in the week, and then on a Friday afternoon, I then upload those photos just so that you can see what they have been doing. And then it also helps you to assist them with any further learning that you might want to do with them at home. This is going to be what we're going to be covering this half term. So in maths, we're looking at place value, positional language, more and less, ordering numbers. In writing, we're looking at verbally generating sentences, retelling familiar stories, looking at punctuation, writing labels, captions, and sentences. In reading, we're looking at different reading behaviors. How do you handle a book? How do you open it? How do you look after it? Retrieving, predicting, and comparing information. In history, looking at significant events with and beyond living memory. So looking at what they about themselves, but then also learning about what you have done or what their grandparents have done or what other members of their family have done. In PSHE, we're looking at my family and the roles that every person plays in that family. Also about privacy, their bodies and how their bodies are private, how they need to keep safe, and also seeking permission. If someone would like to go to the doctor will say, do you mind if I lift your shirt? Just doing that type of thing with them just to make them more aware. In geography, we're looking at skills of fieldwork, using cameras, aerial views, and compass points. In D&T, we're going to be doing cooking and nutrition, and we're going to be doing fruit smoothies. In art, we're experimenting with different school tools and also looking at teaching them shading, either lighter or darker shades. In RE, we are going to be looking at what different people believe. In PE, it's gymnastics and outdoor things and adventurous activities outside for them. In computing, we are going to be looking at using the Chromebooks and learning about e-safety. In music, we're using their bodies to find pulse and beat in music. And in science, we are looking at everyday materials, and we'll also be including autumn and the changing of seasons at the moment. My contact details for me are amanda@leavesden.education. If you have any queries or any questions, please just pop me an email. If I don't answer you immediately, please understand that I am teaching the children, or I have meetings after school. If it gets to the evening, I might only reply to your email in the evenings after I've sorted my children out and they are settled for the evening, but I will get back to you as soon as I can. If your child's not going to be at school, could I ask you to please contact the school office, just so that we can let the office know, and then the office will let us know, so that we then don't have to give you a phone call to find out how the child is, or if there's a problem, or if there's anything that we can do for you. If you have any, I mean any questions, please just get hold of me. And I can't wait to meet you all. I'm just going to go out of here and back into the presentation so I can see all of you. Sorry, wrong one. And I hope that you all have a lovely last weekend and that we will see you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.